What's up, y'all? I just finally left up out of Walmart, man. You know, when my mother, when she was up and about, out in the, you know what I'm saying? She was taking care of all of the bills. I say it once in a while. I don't say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when the bills come, just basically just picking up the pieces and making sure she's good. Cooking the food and stuff like that. I cooked some greens a couple of days ago. They came out real good, man. And I ain't never cooked no no mustard greens. Cause my mother, she loved mustard greens. But I didn't too much, I eat them, but I would rather the collards. But I like the mustard greens. I guess the mustard greens, they say, have more nutrients and vitamins in them because I don't know, they more sulfur. You can taste more of the green. I don't know. Somebody comment down below. But I cooked them. They came out really. They was hitting. They was rocking. They was rolling, partner. Believe that. And I made a pan of homemade cornbread. I don't know if the cornmeal was old, but it was still good. And then of course I used a box of Jiffy. But I really like to make my stuff homemade. So I'm just getting back into. I felt like I had to teach myself how to cook certain things. Like I had to re-teach myself how much flour to put in cornmeal and how much not to, because you don't want to override it with flour, because it'll it'll have it it'll have it tasting like hard, like a big chunk of bread. Like thick and kind of like, you don't want that. You want it soft. You know what I'm saying? So that flour thickens it up, but you don't want it thick. You want it like the cornbread. You want it like moist, like kind of at least a little soft. You want the bread like you really want some real cornbread. The cornbread is like when the bread is like falling off of the cornbread and it's dry on the inside, but it's kind of soft at the same time. That's what you want, in my honest opinion. That's how it basically came out. It just depends on how you put the ingredients in there, how much ingredients you put in there. And I use 2 eggs. Sometimes I just use 1. Yeah, sometimes I just use 1. Just all depends. Yeah, sometimes it's rare, and it all depends. Yeah, man, I got the bill off. And one thing about I'm gonna have to make this video. I'm gonna have to put it on my Hebrew channel now, because I've been to say something real. Because I don't put them on my Good Vibe channel. One thing about Esau, the white man, them white folks, There's one thing they not gonna fail to send you is a bill. If you don't get no other piece of paper, that shit about they got this on sale for $6.99, $1.99, $199 on sale and this and that, sending you that shit in the mail. If they don't send you nothing else, well, they gonna make sure they send you something, a bill. They gonna make sure they send you that. If they don't send you nothing else, them damn white folks gonna make sure, for sure, they gonna make sure they send you a bill. And in the wintertime, they go up on it because they really realize, they figure people using the heat and stuff like that and stuff, which most of us, we do. My mother don't like a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, I don't know. Yeah, because they say usually, some people say your body change. You know, you don't be into all that, you know? But, yeah. Look at that. Just as you speak of Esau, there it is right there. And our people work for them. Then they want to holler you free. You ain't fucking free over here. How you free and you still paying for shit? You still got bills and stuff every month. Every month you got a damn bill. This white, the Esau, they put a bill and send you a bill. So how is you free? And y'all gonna let white folks, y'all gonna let the people, the so-called white folks, well, we know it's all of them, but we know that we got their ancestors is in power. The ones that are in power, they know what's up. Yeah, they know what's up. Of course they do. Yeah, they know what's up. Yeah, but anyway, they'll send you a bill if they don't send you nothing else. They ain't gonna send you nothing telling you how you can own your own business or own your own land. Why they don't ever send you nothing stating that you can own your own land and stuff like that? Matter of fact, my mother helped me in on to that. They'll put stuff in the mail. You can win a car. You can win all these different things. But why not say a land and a house and stuff like that? Right? Like, we want you to have land and this and that. That's interesting, ain't it? Why they don't never send you nothing saying, I want you to own your own business? When the last time so-called white people petitioned to say, we want the government to petition that black people, so-called black people and Hispanic people, have their shit back and have their own property and own land? Because they shouldn't have to be relying upon us. They should be able to have their own resources to rely. We need to give them that back because our ancestors didn't get this the right way. If it's enough of them protest against it, and then the ones in the so-called White House, all them so-called presidents, they all know. Say we want them to have property so they don't have to depend upon our people no more. Why not say, hey, look, if they send you a bill, why not send you money out? Say, we're sending you a bill, but we're sending you uh, money to pay this bill. That would be good. But you know why they don't want to do that? Because it's too much like right. You know why the prices are high? Because it's too much like right. Anything that's too much like right and would be fair as a so-called for a black person or Hispanic or Native American person, they gonna do the very opposite of that. Because it's too much like right. They want you to drive. It's all about them making money, really. The people who in power that charge you. Riding on the road, insurance, all that type of stuff. You got to have insurance. You got to have the motor vehicle insured. You got to pay your insurance every month. The insurance might be about $10,000. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't put nothing past the government and white folks. I don't put nothing past these evil entities. Because they so damn greedy for money, they don't care about whether you don't have nothing to make it within that month. They don't care. But people want to holler, oh, we free, well, we free. What the fuck does that mean, being free? You say you free? Go out there and drive your car with no driver's license and see how free you're going to be. They always talk about, oh, the land of the free. The land of the free. You ain't free. Take your ass out here and drive a car plane with no driver's license and insurance. You're going to see just how free you. White man going to show you. I wanted him to hear me. That so-called black man. Yeah, man. Like, our people is, most of them are done. They so damaged. It ain't. It's like it ain't. Well, really, it ain't no hope for them because it's Bible prophecy. They gon' and a lot of our people is okay with that. They don't care themselves.